Hello, 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 and welcome to your Monday Night Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. I'm your host, Ben, from the Lover of Tech channel, and we are live. And this is your first live stream for the 2023 year. Happy New Year. We ain't streamed since last November ending because December was a busy one all the way through because of Christmas, birthdays, lots of activities and things to get through. New Year straight away, we were in Las Vegas for CES 2023, second year running in a row. And of course, my first full CES since the whole Rona and pandemic. But now we're back in. Tech and Chill Show had to come back. You know me, I love a good live stream. I love being in the moment. I love catching up with you, my Team TLS audience, my live squad especially, as well as the replay crew on the latest news in the world of tech. And also just to see how everything is with Lover of Tech Media, all things that we're producing in terms of content. And of course, with you, my audience that really do make it happen, which I do really appreciate. So I'm glad for the Tech and Chill Show to be back. Share it out to people. I've shared it out. We are, of course, live, and we are pretty much going to be talking about the fact that Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2023, the first Unpacked event, is now official for the 1st of February, and we know we should be seeing the replacement for the S series devices that we got for 2022. We're going to have the 2023 models, and it should be interesting. We're going to break down what we think we're going to be seeing, what our thoughts and opinions are based on the rumors and what we think we know so far. And of course, since I did attend the Consumer Electronics Show for 2023, I'm going to talk about my best products, recap it, my experience, and what I thought about it this year. Without wasting much time, let's get into the comments and let's see what's up with everyone and let's see what everyone is saying. Start recording. Woo! Hey, Mr. The Man, Jimmy Fire Dragon. Hey, what's good? He said just popping in to say hello as I will unfortunately miss tonight's stream. Oh, Jimmy, I apologize. I really wanted to try and get this in for 8 p.m. UK time, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, but lots of stuff to do, which I'm gonna update you on. It's just been a Monday where the things have just been really busy in a good way. But you know, I was gonna say not to stream, but I'm like, yo, discipline sometimes, man. You gotta be disciplined and stick to it and get back on course, which I'm glad that we did. But I really appreciate you stopping by regardless anyway. Let me acknowledge Trenton from the jump, because Trent, you lit up the chat and it's orange, man, with the $20.23 super chat. Bro, I appreciate you big time for that, man. Looking forward to all the 2023 awesomeness. Bro, I seriously appreciate you being here live while the stream is happening. I appreciate you directly donating to the, like, bro, I get speechless when it's like this, man. I really appreciate you. And we're going to go through everything that's happening, everything that's changing with Lover of Tech Media, and what I'm doing to really do and make sure that 2023 is I know we say this as a cliche, is my best year ever when it comes to content creation, right? I think people have seen glimpses of it already. I'm even shocked at this early stage, even before product launch happens with Samsung, Xiaomi, Oppo, all these other brands are going to be firing for Q1 into Q2. Yeah, we're planning to do that, man. But bro, I appreciate the direct donation. It means the world. It means a lot. Thank you for it. And thank you for being here, man. Come on. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. ROC, we're running this rap. That's different. That's a bit old school for people. Take over. Do it now. I did it. Hello. Dragon, what's good? Popping up the emojis. It's 4 a.m. in India. Whoa. My India squad, man. I appreciate you, man. You should be in bed, but you know, you're here with us. You're truly part of the Team TLS, the Tech Lover squad, man. I appreciate that still. What's good, people? Nice music. I'm glad you enjoy the music. Hello. Mihai, what's good? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're well. Now then, this stream is back. About time, bike. Yes, the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged is back. Usually found on your Monday night, 8 p.m. UK GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, or BST, British Summertime, during the summertime, but 8 p.m. nonetheless in this side of the world. Unless it's special occasions where we do push it to midnight, when we do our special launch edition podcast streams where we do live unboxings, live reviews, live demonstrations of new and very, very up-to-date products, which is something I'm really proud of and I love doing as well. Samsung opening this year is so strong. Come on, Samsung is all about the open serve. That's who they are. That's who they've been. That's who they've been about. So we're really going to dig into that and see what's good and what's up. Hello, folks. Hello, Mr. Tech for your needs. Thank you for joining tonight's stream. The Tech and Chill Show is back for the first time since the end of November 2021, and of course, her first stream for 2023. Ooh, I thought I lost my touch a little bit, but you know, I'm in my groove. I'm not getting any technical issues. We are streaming in crispy 4K UHD. So if you've got the bandwidth and you've got the capacity and you've got the device that supports it, select higher than 720p. Okay, let's start low. Select higher than 480p. Select higher than 720p HD. Select higher than 1080p, which is full HD. Select higher than 4040p, which is quad HD. All the way up to 4K ultra high definition UHD 2160p for the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube right now. Whew, I miss saying that, man. I miss saying that. I do miss saying that. All right, let's have a bit of fun tonight, man. We're going to be talking about Unpacked first. Let's get Unpacked. While I was in Las Vegas, Nevada for Consumer Electronics Show, which we're going to talk about all the slew of things that I saw. I had a chance to see, mostly Samsung stuff, to be honest. I had a chance to see Unpacked pretty much got announced officially, which is dope. It's dope. It seems like it's ever so slightly earlier this year by, I think, a margin of a week or two. I think last year was like just on the week commencing, I believe Valentine's. Yeah. I think it was the week commencing Valentine's. So yeah, they're pretty much on course. And Unpacked is here, baby. Unpacked is back in the bid. So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see what's happening. And I'm looking forward to it. Of course I'm looking forward to it. Am I looking forward to it? Hell yes. And we should be seeing the S replacement for 2023 compared to what we had in 2022, which was the S22 Ultra, S22 Ultra, S22 Plus, S22. We don't know what the official name is going to be, but of course, because of the rebranding that happened in 2020 with the S20, S21, S22, come on, as an educated guess, we know that 2.3 is going to be coming after. So just bear that in mind and consider. Let me change up the browser. And of course, based on that reason alone, this is what we're pretty much going to be getting. And I'm looking forward to it. I think with everything that we've seen that's come, this is the motto that I'm going for when it comes to what Samsung are doing this year with their Unpacked and their product launches. It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. Whew. Outside is going to be very, very sus in terms of what the differences will be, but I think there's going to be enough differences, like, you know, new clothes and stuff. But all I'm saying is, especially for us lot that were dealt the Exynos hand, you know what I'm saying? It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And boy, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Let me read the rest of the comments before we get through. Watching in 4K on my 1440p display. Damn right, get the maximum bit rate out of here and make sure that it down samples, over samples onto that 1440p. UHD down to 1440p, super sampling, baby, and a higher bit rate. I appreciate you, Trent. That's why we do what we do. Make sure that it's worth watching when it is crispy and sounding good. And again, in terms of sounding good, please do give me feedback if the audio and the video are synced and sounding good. I believe that there was no feedback, so that means that we are good when it comes to the audio. Man, I've missed live streaming. 4K on the S22 Ultra. Yeah, baby. S23 Note Ultra. Ooh, interesting. Danielle Ridley says, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. What's up, Ben? What's good, Starly? I think this is the first time I've seen you on the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. Besides the phones, what else are you expecting to drop? If it's going to be anything replicated to last year we did get 3 tablets, which was the Tab S8, Tab S8 Plus, Tab S8 Ultra. I think those products are 2-year recycle. They're on a 2-year cycle, so I don't think we're gonna get a Tab S9 series. We could get new laptops instead. We could get, the Galaxy Book 3s with Intel, 13th gen potentially instead. Last year the Galaxy Book 2 was more at MWC at the end of the month. You had the S series and the tablet series, second week of September, of February, and then obviously at the end of Feb is when we got the Galaxy Book 2 series. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the phones, I'm expecting tablets, I'm expecting the Book series generation 3 laptops with Intel 13th gen. That's where I'm looking at. I'm not seeing anything else that's going to be hitting the stores and hitting releases until we get to end of March into April with the Galaxy A series. We already had the announcement of the A14, and that was obviously at CES. I didn't get to see the phone, but we should be seeing the A series in April in terms of availability, like they did state. So hopefully that helps and clarifies. New system on a chip, new cameras, new speakers, new. Of course, the video and audio is on point. I love that. If the S23 Plus had a 1440p screen, I'd buy it immediately, but the 1080p screen is a no-go. Yes, to me, the difference is noticeable. And you know what? I did say that in my long-term review that it's, I think, by principle, the price of the product, it should come with the adaptability to go QHD 90Hz, 1080p 120Hz. Back in the day, you could do QHD 60Hz, then 1080p 120Hz. But I think you should be able to do QHD 90Hz and also 1080p 120Hz. QHD 90Hz is something that can be done. The OnePlus 7 was doing that way back when in 2019. So it's possible that they could do that. And I agree based on a price point that it's coming out, which is £999 or £949, $999. Yes. Yes, the Galaxy Book 3 will be announced too with some great upgrades. Looking forward to seeing the prices though. Remember the ugly speaker that never came out to market? The Bixby speaker. Oh dear Lord, let's not. You lot turned up today. We've got 15 concurrent viewers. Please, if you're here and you have social media like Twitter, go share it out. Go share it out. So people can come on so we can talk about the Check and Chill show Unplugged. What's the first thing we're going to really be posting up and talking about? Let's switch it up to here. What's happening here? What we got going here? What's happening here? Samsung's official website pretty much says that 4 days ago, the invitation for the Galaxy Unpacked for February 2023 is here. And yeah, you know what? Let's click it. Let's bring it back. Let's play it back. Bring it back. Swing it back. Wee. What we seeing? Okay. Galaxy Unpacked, baby. Galaxy Unpacked. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to it. This teaser is different to a trailer, right? It's a teaser, doesn't give much away. It doesn't give much away. It's more of a teaser. We don't know what we're going to be getting from it. It's actually placed as a short, funny enough. I don't know if they've put anything in the description. No, there's nothing in the description. They've actually placed it as a short, which is very interesting and very different. Let's see, Samsung Newsroom. Let's check the newsroom and see what's good. Global Newsroom. All right, let's click here. And let's have a quick read and see what it says. Invitation to the Galaxy Unpacked 2023. Share the epic. That's what the tagline is. 11th of January, which was 5 days ago from what we're seeing right now. 11th of January would have been last week Wednesday. Yeah, I would have been back from Vegas on the 8th on a Sunday. Ooh, last week, don't even remind me of how much I was crunching and working, man. I was in Vegas from the 2nd. And it says a new era of Galaxy innovation is coming. Our innovations are designed to enable incredible possibilities for people today and beyond. The new Galaxy S series will be up to would be the oh god I can't even remember the epitome of how we define the ultimate premium experience. We're raising the bar and setting new standards for what's epic. Get ready to share the epic. On the 1st of February, for the first time in 3 years, Samsung Electronics will hold an in-person Unpacked event in San Francisco beginning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And join us as one of the first to see the new premium Galaxy innovations. The event will be streamed live on Samsung.com, Samsung Newsroom, Samsung's YouTube channel. Stay tuned on Samsung's Newsroom for all the upcoming teasers, trailers, and news by Samsung with the Galaxy Unpacked 2023. Boy! 1st of February. Unpacked is back in person. Unpacked is back in person. Unpack is back in person. Listen, Unpacked is back in person, people. Date Unpacked, as you saw, was the 1st of February. It's in San Francisco. I'm interested in a Samsung OLED 49-inch, even though I cannot afford it. We're going to be talking about that. That's going to come in the CES section. That is one of the products that I saw in person, got to cover, got to ooze over, and I've got some thoughts. Can't wait for February the 1st. Hopefully, we'll get some great pre-order deals for the Galaxy S23. And I think that's one thing that is a given, people. Samsung have a great track record of having the best launch pre-order deals, trade-ins, and all things. I mean, they've had a bit of a hiccup in certain places, but I think the general consensus is Samsung have the best pre-order periods when it comes to deals and trade-ins. As we can see, we break down and we decipher what was said right there, right? Share the epic. Something epic is coming, right? Galaxy innovations, multiple devices, and potentially multiple series devices. We definitely know we're getting replacement for the Galaxy S22 Ultra, S22 Plus, and S22. Again, no mention of what the official name is, but if we go by the rebranding of the S20, S21, S22, educated guess tells you that the 2.3 is coming next because of this year and how it lines up, which is very clever and makes absolutely sense. The event is back in person, people. Finally, I think Google were the first ones to really come back in person with I/O back in May last year. Loved I/O. I was so impressed. I love the fact that the event was back in person. Well done, Samsung, for bringing this event back in person. If I'd known that we're going to do this in person in San Francisco, I would have chosen to go to San Francisco instead of Vegas. No offense, Las Vegas. We're going to get to the CES part, but CES is just a lot, and I think I've got one more solo trip in me to work as much as I did in terms of creating 6 long form videos and a crazy amount of short form videos when I was out there as well. I'm loving to see this, but I'm gonna be in London. I'm gonna be in London. I'm gonna be in London. So we'll see how that looks like and what that will mean in terms of coverage of Samsung's latest devices. It's an interesting one, right? What new standards are they going to really be setting with what they've done with the new S series that's potentially going to be coming out? Like I said, as much as they're saying share the epic, I think the best motto that they can bring is it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And for me, based on what Qualcomm announced and also Samsung being on stage with Qualcomm at the Snapdragon Summit, everyone is getting a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You get a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You get a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. I get a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. No more Exynos. Please, Samsung follow through. Don't give me Exynos no more. Please. Oh my goodness, please. I know it sounds like it's overblown. We are done with the doppelganger personality of chipsets, right? Everyone has their reason why they are not a fan of the doppelganger chipset approach, depending on what region you're in. Ooh, my live stream tingling throws are coming back. I'm in my flow again. I've missed this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My particular issue is the fact that the ISP, the image signal processor that processes the images and videos that you take on your pictures for your phone, is not that good on Exynos compared to Snapdragon. It's being shown, and I say this with chest, I say this with confidence. This is something that I have noticed year after year after year after all the camera comparisons I've done and still continue to do and will continue doing, because I still thoroughly enjoy them and I still think they're relevant, especially people of my skin persuasion and skin shade and skin color. Camera phones have never really been kind to us. Cameras in general have never really been kind to us. So I still like to do it to make sure that the people of my skin persuasion know what their camera is going to behave like when they buy it. So the ISP not being great on Exynos, like, cheesed me the hell off. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I just no. For other people, it's performance optimizations, because consistently the Exynos phones will come out and they won't get the best chipset results with games that are meant to support it, which is unfortunate. Right, which is unfortunate, and they have to wait maybe a month, 6 weeks, 2 months before they get the software update for your PUBGs or your Apex Legends or whatever games that you want to play on a high end on your smartphone to match what the Snapdragon counterpart. And then the two things is always going to be heat and especially battery efficiency, because for the normal person to notice that their Exynos chipset based phone is draining a lot quicker, it's not a good look when a Snapdragon is more efficient, right? Those basic pillars, away from maybe better GPU performance and better consistent CPU performance and stuff, right? I'm so ready to just have a Snapdragon Live on these solid state S series phones again. It's one of the reasons why I love the Fold. Snapdragon, baby, baby. Snapdragon, be the life. What's on the inside is what matters, not what's on the outside. But if we're technically looking at what's on the outside, the main camera sensor apparently is meant to be getting really jacked up, where effectively it is getting double the quantitative amount of megapixels. I don't know if I'm excited for that though. I know that's a bit of a, cliche and a double-edged sword to really be based on that. But if the resolution is doubling on that main sensor on the Ultra series, then I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting PTSD of S20 Ultra. I know it's harsh for me to be thinking a bit negatively, but I don't know any official details on whether the megapixels are doubling from the 108 up to the 116 or whatever, 216 or whatever apparent amount. But I just feel like this is giving me pre-PTSD of pre-post traumatic stress disorder. Oh Lord. This is giving me replay vibes of what could be the S20 Ultra. And I know I shouldn't be thinking that way. I know I should be excited, but I'm more excited on to see that what have they done to improve things like video portrait mode. I'm a big fan of video portrait mode. Are we going to get that in 4K UHD now? Are we going to get the ability to be able to change the background blur after we finish shooting, as well as obviously being able to change the blur before shooting and during shooting? Are we going to be able to change the blur effects afterwards, right? Are we going to get that in 4K? Are we going to get that in 4K UHD with stabilization? Are we getting even better zoom performance? Are we getting better low light performance? Are we getting better stabilization? Especially with what the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 did with the Z Fold 4 and the Flip 4 series. I'm more concerned about these things. And I'm more concerned about, can we make the shutter experience more instantaneous? And I just don't know if having that much pixels and that many pixels, and also then potentially sacrificing, depending on the sensor size, what the pixel sizes will be in microns. I don't know if that part is what excites me. What does excite me is, what are they going to do to improve all the video capabilities and the photo capabilities and things like astrophotography and potentially adding it, but also things like the critical zoom. How much better are they going to be able to refine the 10x zoom and the 3x zoom, as well as obviously bring in the ultra wide experience? Are they finally, just like what Google did with the Pixel 7 Pro, allow us to be able to shoot in 4K UHD, 60 frames a second on all the lenses at the back while recording at the same time without having to pause or stop recording and switch lenses, and having a seamless video capturing experience in 4K 60, just like what we do in 4K 30? All these little things matter to me because these are the things I've paid attention to. Is the autofocus still going to be on point if this is what they're going to be doing, right? These are all the things I'm asking. These are the questions I'm asking. These are the questions that I value, right? These are the things that I have concern when it comes to the end user experience. I'm not concerned about the display. I promise you, Samsung somehow are going to make sure that the display brightness peaks not just from the 1750 that they did before, but it goes up to 2000 nits to match what Apple did with the iPhone 14 Pro, right? Or probably they're going to be like the first display to have 2050 nits because of that extra 50 nitage on the peak is the brightest and best display. Whoop-de-doo. And I don't want to downplay it as if it was a bad thing, but I'm not worried about how well Samsung are going to improve the display and still have the S Pen experience and still have a great large canvas in that note boxy feeling design. I'm not worried about that. All right, I'm not worried about these things. But what I'm actually low-key concerned about is my favorite Galaxy last year was the S22 Plus. Please, Samsung, for the life of me, the replacement device cannot have a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Please bring back the same 4,800 milliamp hour battery you put in the S21 Plus that made the battery experience great, even on Exynos. Right? You think the extra 300 milliamps doesn't make a difference? I beg to differ. On top of the optimizations that you needed, that extra 3,000 milliamp hour, extra 300 milliamp hour capacity makes a hell of a difference in my personal opinion. And then, of course, the standard replacement for the S22. Lord, forgive me how it has a 3,700. It needs to have 4,000. Samsung, please put a 4,000 milliamp hour battery in there. It's going to make the world of a difference, right? But I think those two are really going to stick close to form. And that's something I'm not upset about. I'm interested to see how they keep it clean, aesthetically pleasing, high premium build quality, because what they achieved with the S22 and S22 Plus, oh my goodness. Nicest feeling Samsung phones that have been made since the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. And I said this and I hold by it. I hold by it. I hold by it. So, Unpacked is back in person, 1st of February, San Francisco, 10 p.m. Pacific time. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait. And we're going to see what's going to happen in terms of coverage. I should be having it for you, but I never like to assume. I'll hold tight and see what happens then. Let's get back into the chat. Dun, 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 Any idea on the Canadian prices for the S23? $3,000 because Canadian money is weak, just like Australian dollars, and you lot get charged up the wazoo. Can Samsung is only doing what is called the dynamic? No, we don't want dynamic island. Sorry, like nah. Ever since I got it after review period, this dynamic coochie or island or whatever you guys want to call it has been non-existent. I only ever see it pop up when it comes to AirDrop, and I don't even press it. Please, like it's okay. It's just a clever cover up. Like I said, I don't get interactive with it. Ben, what's good, Mr. TKM Tech Kid? Mike in the house. Happy New Year, Mike. What's good, Mike? Hope you're well. Hope you're safe during this time. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for being awesome, and thank you for being here. Hope you're well. Did you think I'm wrong for saying every release is a minor? No, of course it's not. Every release is always going to be minor. What it is it's like this. Every year is incremental, but I promise you, for the normal person that goes back and upgrades every 3 to 4 years, they notice these increments add up to be something a lot bigger when it comes to how the phones perform when it comes to the camera, battery and stuff. But every single year to us is it's gonna be like that for us fortunate. I always put myself in a fortunate situation where I don't have to buy these devices no more, right? And please, I'm not saying this like as a flex. Oh, you're a peasant, you have to buy it. Some devices I still buy. I still buy my iPhone 14, right? I'm more saying for us ones that are fortunate to afford it year on year with our trading programs, we buy outright, we sell on Swapper, eBay, Facebook, and all that, get review units, get to cover it, keep it on long term. It's gonna feel that way to us. But I always try to center myself and think that regardless, like these are still amazing devices that really put the stop in. So I don't know. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it's just something to put in perspective. Chee! Yo, even a Ben don't even rock with your boy. Oh, please, bro, that's not even true. Fam, I'm telling you, yeah, we're long, bro, we're so long overdue. Fam, I feel like I need to like clone myself for Microsoft, clone myself for Sam Mobile, clone myself for flipping full other. I feel like I feel like I just need four versions of me. I feel like I'm running parallel in four. Like it's so there's so much that's changed. Like the whole of December, bro. Both my boys it was their birthday. They turned 9 and 7. So you saw all the madness that was happening. Christmas, having to prep for flipping Vegas, and then going Vegas, then coming back straight into work with Microsoft, then having to do my bro. Like I don't even know where to begin. But regardless, he dropping the $19.99 super chat in here to kick off the year, bro. I appreciate you, man. Happy New Year. Congrats on a flipping 80K subs. We're gonna touch base. We're gonna catch up. Good to have you to kick off the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. We've pretty much wrapped up when we talked about what we should be expecting to see when it comes to Unpacked 2023, Samsung's first of Unpacked. Samsung has a lot of different Unpacked events, but this is the unpacking of the unpacking until we get to August, which obviously we know that is when they unpack the foldables. But regardless, we out here, we're good, we're in. Yeah, boy. I'm letting it sit there for a bit, man. T. So I appreciate the super chat, man. 200 megapixel, 100x zoom. I hope there's something. There's an improvement on 8K. I'm waiting for uncropped 8K. Yes. Oh, Trent. Yeah, I agree. The state of 8K is like how the state of 4K was with the Galaxy Note 3 back in 2013 when it first came out. You know, it was cropped, there was no stabilization, there was no high frame rate version. There's so many different things to consider and whatnot, but I agree. I completely forgot that I want 8K to be more usable. These are elements of 8K I want more usable. I want there to be not just a 24 frames a second option, a 30 frames a second option. I want the rolling shutter and the jello effect to really be minimized. And I especially want uncropped with good video stabilization. I need that. So Trent, thank you. Until we get to the point where all the shooting modes do match up to 4K UHD, i.e. 4K 60 frames a second, 30 frames a second, 24 frames a second, being able to shoot that on all the lenses and stuff. Yes, I want the main sensor to have much better usable 8K. I stand by that. Poets, T won't do me out like that. Oh, Terrence, bro, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the super chat. But he said, "What's up, man? I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I missed you at CES, bro. I don't think it was you. I think all of us that went this year, as early as we got there, I think we underestimated compared to last year. CES actually being back in full force. If you consider last year, bro, CES was not in full force. So remember, they cut it by a day. Remember, instead of it finishing on the 8th, it finished on the 7th. On top of that, bro, we just had way more downtime with each other because it just wasn't as full scale as it was. This year, my goodness, bro, this year, I think even if we got there like New Year's Eve, or we even got there, I know some people that got there New Year's Day on a Sunday, 1st of January, and still had no time. Last year, I got there Saturday, which was New Year's Day. Yeah. Last year was New Year's Day on a Saturday. If I'd got there 31st, which I wouldn't have been able to because my son's birthday was on the 30th, so hell no, was I not going to be able to do that. But as early as we came, dude, I just think all of us underestimated just how intense CES was this year. It was just before the official day one, which was technically the 5th on a Thursday, and the convention finished official on a Sunday. We were all cooked. We were all cooked. Imagine I got there on a Monday. Well, I'm in a bit of a story time because obviously Terrence is allowed to have the story time to why we didn't get to catch up based on the fact that you dropped the $20 super chat, which I appreciate my homies directly supporting me, man. It really, really motivates me, and it just makes me remember that even if I'm tired, man, we're back on course. The show needs to be on regular as we do. I got there 7 p.m. right? The Harry Reid Airport. Got to Excalibur around 8. Went to the T-Mobile store, got a local SIM so I could do iMessage with the local US number of people on my iPhone 14 Pro. Even though my roaming works on both SIMs for free, which shout out to EE for that. I rate that. The next day, I had briefings with Samsung Display. The next day, I had briefings. No, the next day, I had briefings with Samsung Display and Samsung Electronics. And then the day after that, again, Samsung Electronics event. Again, after that, Samsung Electronics PR event. Again, after that, just videos to record and edit. 6 long-form, fully scripted production videos. And Samsung released ridiculous amount of products. And that was even before getting there. So it's not your fault, man. I just think we all underestimated. But to come back, thank you for the direct donation, for the $20 super chat. Bro, I wish I could have popped a ciggy with you, but it just wasn't meant to be. And I think personally, I've got one more solo trip for Vegas in me if I'm having to work the way I worked for Sam Mobile. And I just hope by 2025, 2024, I'm solo completely where I can just come to Vegas, one sponsor, you know, and I can just vibe and not really work as intensively as I did. Just appreciate you being here, man. Bully T has entered the chat. No, it's Trigger T. I don't know why you lot get it wrong. There's technically T and there's Trigger T. He's still double T, but this is a different side of the T when you want to see. Absolutely agree with you. I hope the video recording gets significantly improved. I've seen reliable leaks about the S23 Ultra having improved astrophotography, so I hope the same goes for video. I'm a video guy, man, and I hope that too. And people like Terrence and Mr. The Poets can really vouch for having good video on your smartphone is invaluable for the type of content that we create. As much as I like the high quality stuff, man, the way Terrence is killing it on TikTok with his Galaxy Fold and his S22 Ultra and his tablet is testament to it. All love, everything hectic these days, bro. It's like it's crazy. Shout out to the intern. Shout out to the official video editor and production assistant of Lover of Tech Media, Mr. Matty Cobbs, man. He was on beast mode today. He was in studio with me today, and we were cooking it up. We're going to round up and talk about what we did and how things are changing in terms of content plan for Lover of Tech Media. Oh, boy. Yo. New challengers enter the chat. The Poets. Let's go Galaxy S23 Ultra. I'm still winning with the 20.23. Trent, I feel like Trent implanted that extra 23 cents in there as like a dangly, like, I beat ya. Trent. I swear, Trent, yeah. New year, still same old Trent when it comes to trolling, man. I was there from the 2nd to the 7th with a packed schedule. Yeah, bro, same. I was there from the 2nd. I was there from the 2nd to the 7th as well. It was mad. Yeah, man. I skipped long form. I did over 120 plus TikTok video. What? You did 120 plus TikTok videos at CES? Oh, bro. Oh, you mean as in followers? I was gonna say 120 videos, but yeah, no, bro. Like, you know, the way you've been on TikTok is what's kind of switched me up to go short form as well with a lot of stuff. Technically, Bully Trigger T. Nah, Trent, you're a fool. Why did you not use Samsung in Vegas instead of the iPhone? No, I used, bro, I've got like 3, fam. Do you know what I was carrying? I was carrying my Pixel 7 Pro with me, right? Which has got my personal UK number. Then my Galaxy Z Fold 4 was my second phone. That was my second phone. that has my business line as well as my work phone from Microsoft in here as well. And then, right, I had a spare iPhone because my US people vibe with me on iMessage. So I always like to make sure I've got local UK US SIM when I'm there as well to make sure that my coverage is good. T-Mobile store is right next to the Excalibur, right outside. Popped it in there, used it. That's it. I was carrying basically 3 phones with me. That doesn't even account for the fact that I was using the Z Flip 4 as my teleprompter phone. Like, bruh. Yeah, I had to playlist over 120 videos and gain 50. But fam, 120. Bro, you're built different. You're built different, bruv. Your profile picture still has Christmas, and oh my days, you just reminded me. I need to change it. Damn, I've got all the artwork. I'm gonna change it after. I apologize. You see, anyone that actually thinks I've either been ignoring them, not speaking to them, not vibing with them, I promise you, I'm so flabbergasted. I didn't even realize that my artwork is still Christmassy. Lord have mercy. Post said I'm coming for 2023. Hell yeah. Bloody hell, work rate is crazy. Yeah. Post is built different. Him, that tablet, that phone, and that foldable, coverage. How do all these phones fit in your pockets, man? Listen, I got big pockets and back pockets. Big pockets and back pockets. Now, you lot are making the stream a vibe tonight. Really enjoying it. We are 43 minutes in. So, you know what? Let's talk about the best of CES and what I saw that really made me enjoy and have a great time. Okay. As always, big shout out to Sam Mobile. They pretty much sponsored my whole trip to Las Vegas for CES 2023. They did that for 2022. I'm really grateful to them. They pretty much have allowed me to just live one of my bucket lists of being able to cover all these trade conventions, and it's a lot of work. See, I think out of the 3, CES is the one that will take the most out of you, even if whether you're national or international. CES, if you're going by yourself, I'm telling you, it's work. It's work. But shout out to Samsung PR that Thursday night. You lot got your boy crunked up. Jeez, I vibe with that. Cosmopolitan, Samsung PR, you lot, the food, the drink, the afters. What stays in Vegas? What happens in Vegas, they say, stays in Vegas. And that Thursday night, you know how my voice has gone down? Yeah. But of course, I did, because of that, pretty much cover most Samsung stuff. Yes, Mr. Josh Evans, I am recording the stream. So, Josh, just to let you know that I will be sending it over. Ben just wants Christmas all year. Oh, mate, I'm a sucker for Christmas. I do love Christmas, but nah, that was not the intent. Honestly, I completely forgot, and I'm going to change that up. I'm a promise. Yeah, I had a 38-minute flight from LA and I was dead for 2 days after CES. So imagine, poets, mine was an 11-hour direct flight. I felt broken. 11-hour direct flight there and back, right? That's technically 22 hours. It's not like, bro, whether you're local or not, yeah, if you ever get a chance to come to Mobile World Congress, Barcelona, you come to ETH in Berlin, CES makes them look so small that literally you can get everything done in those trade shows and you're chilling and you're basically on holiday. Vegas, nah. My OnePlus 7T Pro is still going strong, installed with Android 13 custom ROM, and geez, it's like a Pixel now, just with a crap camera. Oh, that took me out. Damn, that took me out. You lot are funny. I love that. OnePlus 7T Pro, goated. That was the one with the McLaren edition as well, so goated. Right, let's look at all the coverage, right? I did see mostly Samsung stuff, but yes, I did see other stuff as well. But I'll be honest with you, I was heavily consuming the Samsung stuff. And I will say, my best of CES is definitely the Odyssey G9 monitors. Shout out to Latrell. He was in the B-roll, of course. Shout out to TK. Fam. TK, Mike, Latrell. Love these guys, man. Love these guys. And this was their Neo G9 series for both. So the Odyssey G9 series, which is the Neo, which is obviously their quantum dot mini LED backlighting technology, and the Odyssey OLED, which is using a quantum dot OLED QD OLED from Samsung Display, 49-inch. This just I did look, I'm getting better, man. I'm making sure that the video quality is the same even in hotels. So you're seeing this right now. This is the fit. Let me give you a breakdown. Shout out to TK's Garage that's in there, man. This is insane. When I first saw this, right, my immediate thought was it's 57-inch, woo, but it's definitely going to be 1440p if it's 240 hertz. And I was like, nah, it's dual UHD, right? So 7680 by 2160 dual 4K displays and a 57-inch 1000R curved screen with 240 hertz. How is it doing that? DisplayPort 2.1 instead of DisplayPort 1.4. And the only GPU, Terrence, you can back me up, you're in here, the only GPUs that support it is AMD's 7900 XT and XTX. NVIDIA doesn't even do that with the 4900 series. Crazy. This display is huge. Oh my gosh, like oh. Have your kidney on pre-order. This display, yeah. This display, wow, I was so thoroughly impressed. And this is one of those rare occasions. It's literally the equivalent of feeling like you've got a triple monitor set up in one, right? And as you can see, the specs that are coming up, look at that. It's a 32:9 dual UHD ultra wide screen ratio, 7680 by 2160 ultra high resolution, 240 hertz, 1 millisecond response time. DisplayPort 2.1, the world's first gaming display monitor to have that. Lord have mercy. It's like I thought it was going to be QHD, but it's dual. Wow. Oozy. That's my best product. I'm a display junkie. I love displays, right? And what Samsung pulled out with this, yeah, with their quantum mini LED backlighting technology, yeah, this is impressive. Now let's look at this, right? OLED. The OLED one is good. Why I say the OLED one is good is this. Consider what you saw last year with the 34-inch of this. This is basically the 49-inch. So everything that you saw with the Odyssey OLED 34-inch from IFA, when I went to IFA and covered it, right, is what you're seeing here, but in 49-inch. Because Samsung Display has been able to scale the QD OLED panels up a bit bigger. This is one of the key elements. And again, all these videos that you're seeing here, you will see that on sammobile.com. I'm also a part-time video host and producer for Sam Mobile. So, you know, just like take that for what it is. 32:9, super ultra wide aspect ratio, 5120 by 1440. So it's dual QHD. It's not 4K UHD. It's 240 hertz. I would have rather taken 120 hertz and had a higher resolution, but I don't know if that's something that you can do right now on the QD OLED panels. And because it's QD OLED and it's OLED based, the instantaneous pixel response time gray to gray is 0.1 milliseconds instead of 1 milliseconds, which is crazy. The OLED technology, when it comes to the perfect blacks, the colors, the self-emitting pixels, as well as obviously the quantum dot layer that really adds color punch, richness and accuracy without being washed out because there's no W white sub-pixel layer. Yeah, it's a 1800R curve. I like it. I want to say I love it, but this wasn't doing it for me because if it's going to be the same inputs and outputs as a 34-inch, you've got things like micro HDMI. Why have we got micro HDMI on these panels that are so big, right? Mini DisplayPort. It's all the micros and the minis, and it's yeah, nah. And I know that it still probably falls within the DisplayPort 1.4 spec as well as the HDMI 2.1 spec, but yeah, the OLED is nice. Because it's OLED, it's really, really nice, right? But I like it. But that 57-inch, I love it. Right? That's just my take. But I'm fortunate enough that I got to see these up in person. They don't tell you what the pricing is. They don't tell you the full certification and things like, you know, whether, you know, it's using, you know, all the adaptive adaptive refresh rate technology such as VRR when it comes to Nvidia's G-Sync, what you call it, Ultimate, but it does support AMD's FreeSync Premium Pro. Um, yeah, yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's a great experience. Um, those are my best. Those are my best. Those are my best. Those are my best. Samsung obviously finally decided to tackle Apple Studio Display and decided to make the Viewfinity S9 and also the Viewfinity S8 4K. The Viewfinity S9 is a true 5K display, and because it's a true 5K display, it's 5120 by 2880, and it's a 27-inch monitor. You get Thunderbolt 4 import. You've got mini DisplayPort import, which is great, and you've got an additional 3 USB-C inputs as well. So really, when it comes to the studio display, it's going to be better than it. You've got smartphone display calibration, which is smart calibration, which is amazing. It uses your smartphone's cameras to calibrate the display. You don't need to use another calibration tool like X-Rite. It's a 60 hertz panel, so take that into consideration. It's color accurate, factory calibrated out the box, DCI-P3. This is Samsung's answer for the Apple Studio Display, and because it's a Samsung smart monitor, you're getting all the smart monitor features that's in there. So you don't need to connect a computer to it or any device to it. It's got its own separate system built in, and it really does do that. So that's one of the displays I was really impressed with. One of the products I was really impressed with. But another one, definitely QD OLED. So remember, Samsung Electronics' first display TV with QD OLED was the S95B. That came in 55 and 65 inches. This is what we've got here, which is of course 77 inches now, and it's QD OLED Generation 2, I believe. And they've improved things like making it more brighter, more accurate. It's a good look. It's a good look. I'm impressed with it. I would love to see it. Obviously, you've got the S90C as well, which is kind of like a scaled down version of it that doesn't come with the One Connect box and all the different stuff. But what Samsung Display is doing with QD OLED, with alongside what Samsung Electronics are capitalizing from it, and also Sony are the ones that also source the QD OLED panels from Samsung displays as well, which they did with the A90K. Obviously, what's great about this is one of the first TVs that I've seen that does 4K 144 hertz and supports AMD's FreeSync Premium Pro. No news on NVIDIA, no news on Dolby Vision HDR as well, which it seems like Samsung are allergic to it compared to LG, or maybe it's just a name, maybe it's just a deal that they've got going there. But the display, the TV is impressive. It's stupidly thin. S95C does support the One Connect box. It's clean at the back. The S90C doesn't, but again, there's differences in there. Go watch the video for the full breakdown and whatnot. Again, happy with the Hotel A-roll settlement. I think I've nailed it now, man. I'm a happy bunny. And that pretty much kind of wraps up my best of CES in terms of what I covered and what I saw and what happened there. There was other things that did happen in terms of obviously products that were there, but unfortunately I didn't get to see any of Nvidia's or AMD's coverage. I just didn't get the time. I just didn't get the time. And again, I'm grateful. I love Sam Mobile for giving me the opportunity, sponsoring it, covering expenses, paying for me to do all the coverage and whatnot. It doesn't get better for someone like me that's living the dream. That this has been my dream job, but it's just CES is huge. CES is huge. Getting to places is huge. Hotels are huge. Convention centers are huge. Going from A to B can feel like such a whole day mission. By the time you get back, you're tired, you're hungry. Fast Forward International, we're 8 hours, 9 hours, sometimes 10 hours behind on time. We're having to try and figure out what we need to script, then we need to record, then we need to edit. Then it's like deploy up. It's working so out of our comfort zone in what we can do that wow, before you know it's like I ain't seen nothing else. I don't even want to see nothing else because I'm just like, it's Saturday now, and as much as the convention is the next day, hey, my flight is today and I need to get out. So there's just so many things to consider in that retrospect. Yeah, That's the best of CES 2023 in terms of what I covered and what I saw. I know there was other products that were there as well. I did get to see Sony and Honda Mobility's Afeela EV car coverage on that, which we're going to be talking about that. But that kind of wraps up CES for me. Whew. What else have we got? What else have we got? Let's jump back into the comments. I want to get that Qualcomm Hawaii invite. Yes, I'm with you. I do want that coverage. Yeah, I want to be there. Still using a OnePlus 7 Pro, planning to upgrade it to the S23 Ultra. Man, that phone was something else when it came out. Yeah, peak OnePlus. Yeah, I'm looking at the S23U, or might wait for the iPhone 15, but I don't know. It might be ridiculous here. No, it will be the ridiculous here. I got that Z Fold on my mind for this year. Z Fold 5, baby. If they have their S Pen built in, it's going to be crazy. Micro LED TV is CES MVP for me. Great to see direct view LED technologies. Yeah, the micro LED was impressive. 140. Again, not my best of CES, but it was something I fully got to cover. We're talking about 50, 63, 76, 83, 101, 114, and 140 inch. The micro LED TVs are going to be split between CX and non-CX models, and apparently the CX models are going to be 4K 240 hertz high refresh rate displays, whereas the non-CX ones are going to be 120 hertz. It's still 4K. There's no 8K. The 8K is left towards the Neo QLED, obviously the QN900C, which is 8K, and that goes up to 98 inches now, because that uses the quantum dot mini LED technology compared to micro LED technology. But as in a proof of concept, which you have to pay 6 figures for, micro LED TVs are impressive, are very impressive. OLED, organic light emitting diode, 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 OLED. 2 bands on a screen. I realized, yeah, when I was playing the video back in it, 2 bands on the screen. Chris, what's good, yo? I'm late. What did I miss? You just missed both topics, which tonight was all based on the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2023 being official, which is going to be 1st of February, finally, after good couple 3 years, back in person in San Francisco, 10 p.m. Pacific time. And we also went through the best of CES on the things I saw and I covered. Again, sponsored by Sam Mobile, covered by Sam Mobile. Hence why I did mostly Samsung coverage. With CES, you kind of have to pick your poison because it's such a big convention that you cannot see and cover everything, which is just the name of the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we're going to do a recap on just things that have changed with Lover of Tech Media when it comes to content. The names of Ufinity. What's your main mobile device? Personal number is in the Pixel 7 Pro. Business lines and work lines are in the Z Fold 4 because obviously I can have dual SIM, dual WhatsApps and stuff. Those are my main phones. And then my iPhone 14 Pro is literally the phone that I use to airdrop to from my MacBook Pro when I edit my content and post on TikTok, Instagram, and not YouTube Shorts again. That's going to be something. What's good, homie? What's good, Jeff? Oh, man, I didn't get to see you this year. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Thanks for joining through. We are on 1 hour. We're going to ride over a little bit, but we're going to do the content recap and see what's good. Your thoughts on M1 and M2 iPads? They're iPads, and they're great if you're going to be learning DaVinci Resolve on it because it makes sense now, but they're iPads. I ain't owned an iPad for years. Go check out Byte Review's channel. He is the king of iPads. Getting to go out to CES is a hell of an opportunity. So stoked you got to go out again 2 years running. And it is. I do recommend you do at least twice to get out your system. But it's a lot. It's a lot if you're going by yourself and you don't have at least 2 other people to go with that you can do content together, go to different meetings together. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it's a lot. Charles, did you get to try the new 360 recording Buds 2 Pro today? No. Are you planning to go for the S23 showing? I heard it will be live. No, I will not be in San Francisco. I can't bear the thought of having to go West Coast back to back 11 hours. Like, it's a lot, people. Like, no. It was going to be one or the other. If I'd known it was going to be in San Francisco, I'd have rather gone to that than Vegas. No offense to anyone. I love my people in Vegas that I get to see in person, but my goodness, that place is a soul drainer. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that I can do, but man, the recovery time is painful. I'm still in zombie mode right now. So, Happy New Year. What's been the 2022 review of Lover of Tech? I didn't hit my target. My target was to hit 30K subs and it didn't happen. I had a great stride from September, October, November, where we were pretty much growing by like 1,500 subscribers every month. And then December it tanked and we didn't hit the 30K subs. We're still barely about to hit 28K subs. I'm switching things up, and I think the switch up has been based on the inspiration I've had from my guys like Kagan Tech, Del P, Desi Ocean, as in Desmond, Rick Aqua. All these guys went short form, went high quality short form, and diversify their content on Instagram, TikTok, mainly. And within a short space of time of somewhere between 3 to 6 months, went from not much followers to over 100K on both platforms. Well, at least on one of the platforms. Like Desmond, for example, 100K plus followers on TikTok. Del P is about to hit 100K on Instagram, and he's on about 70K on TikTok. Rick is on about 120K on Instagram, and he's about 40K on TikTok. You know, something has to show for. And I've produced over 500 plus, what I like to think 80% of them are high quality long form videos, and it hasn't really shown where I need it to be. And I just feel like luck favors the prepared, but I think in this content creation game, people might disagree, but you do need a bit of luck. You have to still be prepared. You have to still do things properly, be intentional with your content, be tactful with your content, be engaging with your content, be informative, be helpful. But I think even compartment, like packing it all together, you do need a bit of luck. And I don't think I've had enough of the luck that I wanted on the amount of effort I've put into YouTube, especially producing over 500 plus videos on Lover of Tech as the main channel. You know, on top of us, especially looking after Sam Mobile stuff as well, which, just to give perspective, since doing videos for them from July 2021, I've produced over 200 plus long form videos for Sam Mobile, fully scripted, full production. You see, so I don't think I've got much else I need to absolutely prove to myself to go absolutely ham, just making long form videos the traditional way. Let's put it in perspective, right? Within the 2 weeks that I've actually started doing short form, the growth that's been on the other platforms, well, YouTube's a bit of a crap show still because it just doesn't want to respond to it. But TikTok, for example, within a space of, you know, I don't know if I can even bring it up for people to see. Let's see if I can bring it up. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Okay, so here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Right. Okay. This is it here. That's my TikTok. Go follow. Right. From here, I would say this from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did a great collaboration with Kagan Tech. Shout out to Kagan for that. I really, really appreciate that. Which really, 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 really popped off. Right. Boom. 1.4 million views. And let me put it in perspective, right? Not all views are the same, fine. But what really amazed me is the fact that I was at 200 followers. This video went, you know, viral to an extent because it was 1.4 million views in a space of a day, and I landed on 10K. And then that was on 1 million views. Actually, no, that was on like 850K views, 10K. And then the next day I woke up on like 15.5K, and it's plateaued at 1.4 mil. And then everything else after that has been consistent. I even did a little, funny thank you video and whatnot. Right? Everything's just been consistent. The difference really shows. The difference really shows. So what's interesting about the short form is if you do it correctly, in my personal opinion, it can go on not just your TikTok, it can go on your Instagram, and it can go on YouTube now, because YouTube have finally like, at least fixed the feed where your shorts isn't mixed with your live, it's not mixed with your long form. It stays there. So you can just keep putting it down until it reacts, hopefully, right? Mine hasn't, but we'll see. I've got nothing to lose. The long form isn't going away. Let's just put it that way. The long form isn't going away, right? But I just feel like I need to try something different to yield and leverage results where it's worthwhile. It has to be worthwhile. It has to be worthwhile. And as much as I've been able to leverage a lot of good, consistent sponsorships on the channel based on the channel size that I have, and all these other things that I've had successes for. I'm not gonna kid myself and act like, oh, I'm absolutely happy with the results yielded for the amount of effort that I've put in to where I am. And I don't want to make myself seem like, oh, everything's all bad. Trust me, there's worse things to not be happy about and to be concerned about, right? There's some people that have been there longer, tried harder, and not even had any form of consistent growth like I have. So I'm still grateful, but there's there's just an expectation I had for where I wanted to be and needed to be that just isn't there yet, where I'm trying to look for ways to accelerate and establish and plateau, right? Short form. That's what I'm doing. It's out of comfort zone. As someone that hates doing short form content and is very, very long form orientated, very chatty, look at this. Like, I love this. I've sat here for an hour by myself, just vibing with you guys, no script, talking. That's my stuff. I'm a very, very long form chatty person where I can go an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and feel like it's 5 minutes to me. So having to go the short form route really, really feels like a suffocation to someone that really wants to elaborate, but it's teaching me to learn the skill set of having to keep things within the minute and keep it informative, engaging, relevant, and helpful. And so far, in a short space of time that I've pushed myself out of the comfort zone, it's worked and it's reacting. So I'm working with it. I'm working with it. Is the long form gone? No, of course not. I'm fortunate enough, like I said, have sponsors that's already lined up for these product launches of products that I'm getting beforehand and working with it, right? But yeah, you know, it'd be one of those. It'd be one of those. It'd be one of those. But for month of January to see these results, I'm encouraged to actually not give up on short form and keep doing it. Keep doing it. I mean, the great thing is if you write down the ideas, you batch record and batch edit, it can be done. It's a week's worth of content done within an hour. So I'm looking at the positives and I'm working with it. And that's exactly what you're seeing. You're going to be seeing a lot more short form every day. And that also goes for Lover of Cars. Lover of Cars has been able to start and have a great reaction. If I even show you that one, right, I'll go back to it. So again, we're doing content recap and stuff, right? Content recap, right? And we type in Lover of Cars. Right there. That's me and my homeboy Tatenda, aka TC. And we just started this. We started this just to give perspective of just the power of shorts at the moment, if in doubt, in terms of leveraging, right? Especially for TikTok, because it seems like TikTok's the one that's really winning it, right? We've been posting since the 30th, 30th of December, every single day. And then boom, one of the videos just hit, which is this is the Tenders TC's BMW M345 video. That's the one that actually spiked before the Lover of Tech one and took the page from what was only 20 followers all the way up to right now where we're under 2,000. And that's something we're pumping daily. And what's helped with that is, again, the consistent minimum views has gone up. Consistent minimum views have gone up. My one with the RS3 versus RS3 versus the S3 did well, So it's allowing us, and again, I don't mince my words. Shout out to Miles Somerville for being an inspiration of how to build a car channel from scratch using this method. It works, and it's been working for us. So that's kind of been the strategy. Is given an opportunity for Lover of, if people don't know, Lover of Cars has been part of Lover of Tech from the beginning. I just never knew how to start the cars because I didn't have access to automotive stuff like I did with the tech. But that's something that's been there from day one. From day one. From day one. If you go on the Twitter page, it will show you when the Twitter page actually existed. It existed the same time as Lover of Tech. So I kind of just wanted to put out and just let people know that this is just what's happening right now in terms of my content strategy. And so far so good. I'm sticking to it, and the long form is going to be there in relevancy when you've got sponsored integrations, product launches. But I'm nowhere near going as hard as I am on long form this year. I'm just not doing it. I don't have anything to prove by doing that. In my opinion, I can do it. I can do it as part of my day job, but I'm just not. Yeah. Matty, how come you timed out Chris? What happened? Why did you time out Chris? What happened? View deleted message. Um, Let me bring it back. How come you timed him out? You must have done it by accident. Apologies. Let's see. It says Chris says you're working hard, Ben. It's a slow burn, but you make good content, and it will come together soon. It's a cliche to say that it's gonna happen 50K in the next 6 months. I appreciate that, Chris. I mean, it's likewise for you, man. I thoroughly enjoyed the desk setups, like your structured, high quality, like, and I just feel you're one of them where I feel like you've not had the luck you deserve as well for the effort you put in. I just don't think I don't. You may not feel that way, but I don't believe you've had the luck you deserve. And it's people don't like to hear that, but I just feel like there's an element of luck you need in this. And I do believe that luck favors the prepared, but there is an element of luck, and the luck hasn't really hit as much as I want. So we're switching up. We're not giving up. We're switching up. Will the S23 Ultra be significant to an S20? No, it won't be. Years started with a bang in terms of traffic, definitely in conversion. OP mid grade was good. So sorry, Chris. Was a mistake. It was a mistake. So that's kind of been the content breakdown. That has been the content breakdown. So I'm going to put this into the chat. Right. Definitely go follow Lover of Cars and Lover of Tech on TikTok. And also, what I would highly, 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 highly recommend is that if you are part of the Lover of Tech family, please, 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 go and I'm gonna put it in here as well. This is the Lover of Cars channel. The shorts is getting put there as well. Definitely we're putting a lot of work into there. That's a daily thing. As you can see with the shorts right there, we're pumping them out, man. We're pumping them out. So we've got content there, so go jump over there, man. Subscribe. We're gonna have lots coming through. We're gonna have lots coming through. So LOC Team CLS, the Car Lover Squad. Yeah, we're doing it. Shout out to the homie TC in the chat as well. We're banging it out back to back. And just to give you perspective, we edited 15 Lover of Cars videos today. I shot 7 Lover of Tech shorts, and we've got a couple more that we need to edit, that we need to post as well. So we've got I think 2 to 3 months of content for both banked in terms of shorts. So that's minus product launches and Formula One season starting, new car launches, and so many different things. But I think this is the advantage that shorts has given us to be able to put things together and capitalize. And I hope you appreciate that approach. And that's kind of been the update. Right. Leaving the floor open. Any questions? Fire away. give the cut down a quick shout out to Mr. Josh Evans. He is titled as content manager for the cut down channel. He will be looking after all things related to the cut down. So the cut down is back, all thanks to him. You're going to be seeing shorts. I think I'm going to probably create a separate Instagram for the cut down as well. We're going to be seeing shorts for the cut down, as well as, you know, cut downs, as they were cut down versions of the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. He'll be managing that. Big shout out to the cut down. Let's go to the cut down and see what the cut down is about as well. Josh deserves that because he's really going out of his way to really just pattern up, which I really appreciate as well. I think the cut down just ended up being in the state of how it was, just based on the fact that I was just heavily looking after Sam Mobile. So this is the cut down. It's going to be coming back in full swing. We ain't seen a video down until 7 months ago. Yeah, we're going to come back in full swing. Lots of shorts and lots of cut down versions of this very show right now. We're coming back to it. So it should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Shout out to Josh for that, man. I appreciate you, bro. This will be coming to you. Any other questions? Any other questions? I really thought I was gonna have some crazy technical difficulties, but man, oh Courtney, yes, oh bro, seriously, man, fresh. As crazy it was as it was for both of us, I am so glad we finally got to meet in person after years of being linked on YouTube since 2017, bro. From your Verizon days to now, bro. I'm glad we chopped it up. I'm so proud of what you were able to achieve in 2022 to hit past 10K. I'm glad you hit your target. I'm bro. Seeing you and JD, John Rettinger in person and stuff, man, as busy as you guys were working. I was working, but I'm glad I caught you lot slipping twice enough. You know, it was meant to be done that way. But next, I hope we just get to a place where we're solo enough to just go to CES, chop it up, you know, and just have fun, man. But it was really, it was such an honor to see you in person, man. It was just a shame we couldn't chop it up like we really wanted to. Has the Buds 2 Pro worked out for you? I don't use the Buds 2 Pro. I use the Pixel Buds Pro. I don't use the Buds 2 Pro just because of the fact that they don't have auto pose and play. I don't like, as good as they sound, how those buds don't have auto pose and play just baffles me. So they got parked. All love, bro. Can't wait to see you again. Maybe on your turf. Yeah, bro, come on. Barcelona is definitely the one. MWC is the one you want to be at, man. Barcelona, nothing against Germany. Germany, you have best doner kebabs and stuff here, but Barcelona is where you want to be at. MWC is the way. Like a week in Barcelona, MWC is smaller, it's mobile specific. You're not caught up in all these other stuff. You cover the stuff very quickly. It's all mobile phones, very quick, easy. In 2 days, you're done. It's a 4-day convention from Monday to Thursday. Friday night, Saturday night, beaches, great weather, great food, great drink. Oh, Barcelona. Whew. Ah. 1, 2, the cut down. Salute to my people, Trenton, for the $20.23 super chat, the highest. To the homie, technically T, we're catching up, bro. I promise this week we'll find time to catch up. We need to. There's too much that's happening. You're hitting 80K, like so much. We really need to catch up, man. Shout out to the poets as well for the $20 super chat. Like, you lot are the real MVPs. And for everyone in the live squad that stayed and watched tonight, shout out to you and shout out to the replay crew as well. That's pretty much been it for me. Ben from Lover of Tech. Welcome back. Happy New Year for 2023. The Tech and Chill Show is back weekly. Monday nights, usually 8 p.m. GMT UK time, unless stated otherwise, midnight when we're doing our special live streams, and expect that for the Unpacked devices when they're coming. We're going to be doing a long haul, on hands review of all these new products that come through from Samsung if I do receive them. With that being said, peace out. I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.